Hi everyone, this is Zephyr's Gambit, and we are playing a random one-shot game of D&D, 5th edition. Today we are playing a little session called Keepin' It Simple, and I'm going to go ahead and let the players introduce themselves first, and your character we're playing today. So, Andrew, go ahead.
Well, hi everyone, I'm Andrew. I will be playing a Warforged called Craven. You will notice him because he's very tall and broad. He's got a blue cape and stands out as being very clean and polished for being a metal thing.
Awesome. Brack. If he's back. Nope. Okay. Bruce.
Hello, Bruce Wayne here, also known as Heath Watermaker. I'll be playing a human zombie cleric that goes by the name of Decaying Corpse. He has risen from the dead, not satisfied with being buried, doesn't quite suit him. He's intent to continue to cure those in need and spread the word of his God and convert those people into worshippers.
Awesome. Alright. Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy, playing Caliph Torment, a tiefling sorcerer who does what he can to make a coin and loves spending it as quickly as he makes it. And he will do pretty much whatever he needs to make that money. He's just wearing some simple red robes, although he kind of looks upon everyone else with disdain.
Alright, thank you. Then we've got Joseph.
Alright. I'm going to be playing Randuin, Savage Hammer. And he is a dwarf warlock who is taken to the dark arts to supplement his inability to learn how to be a fighter. And he's out in the world trying to prove himself worthy of his family name. And of course this means serving a fiendish lord and murdering as many people as possible. Now, this doesn't seem very like a long-term thing, but he's a very short-sighted individual, and he figures if he gets really strong, then maybe his family will overlook all of his terrible, horrible decisions in life.
Okay. Brack, are you there now?
Yep.
Just introduce yourself and your character.
I'm playing Thor Oakgut. He's a mountain dwarf with wearing scale mail. He's got a fiery red beard and a fiery red hair that's long and been braided for war. He's accompanied by his companion Millie, the centipede.
Millie the centipede.
Yeah, and usually he'll just let Millie crawl all over him wherever Millie pleases. But this is his best friend in the whole wide world, and if you do anything against Millie, it's gonna piss him off.
Fair enough.
He uses a crossbow, hand crossbow, and that's pretty much it.
Cool, thanks everybody. So, just a warning that, as per usual, these games do contain scenes depicting violence and can contain minor horror themes and some language, so viewer discretion as always is advised. And we're going to jump right in, and I'll just describe the scenario. So it reads thus: what could be simpler? A package delivery to a wizard's tower in the center of town, but the package is highly combustible, and clearly only the most experienced of adventurers are trustworthy. What could possibly go wrong? So you have each been entrusted with a special package. it is, yeah, and you've been given an address to deliver it, and you all happen to be in town at the same time, heading for the same address by different means, different routes, and you will all sort of see each other as you arrive. It's a rather large sort of wizard's tower, pretty obvious, and it's approachable by any direction. It's kind of like a bit of a city square, sort of in the middle, so any which way you come, pretty much anyone could see you, so you guys can decide why you're here and how much money you're going to get from this and all that sort of stuff, if you like. Go ahead.
So yeah, I've just come through town with Millie, and we've been assigned to bring this package to this address, and we've just arrived, and we're looking at the door curiously, almost admiring the stonework on the door handle as we approach, and I'm letting Millie go onto the door and kind of crawl around the doorknob. And she's like hanging off of it, barely like able to even keep on a few legs because of her size.
Alright, and it is like a fairly sheen sort of substance, this door. It's kind of shiny, and she sort of might struggle just very, very slightly to keep her padded feet connected. But she manages.
Then I look to look around to see who all's standing around as I wait to knock on the door.
Okay.
I had been spending some time in town and gambling, as I'm wont to do, and lost most of my money, and rather than spend any of my put any of my equipment up to gamble, I was looking around for jobs. I heard about this one and decided to take it. So I showed up, and all I care about is delivering the package in order to get my money.
Cool.
Randuin came here looking for just a job, but he got something even better. Okay, the person in charge, he said he would give Randuin money, but he'd give him something even better than money. He would give him a letter of commendation, stating that Randuin was a good guy, a good soldier, a good person. Maybe, I mean, he's not going to see what's going to happen, but he's pretty sure that as long as he finishes this job, he's going to prove himself worthy of his family's name, which
Excellent.
obviously probably won't happen.
No, that's what he believes, so that's excellent. Good job.
Well, Craven was lately working as a bodyguard, and now he heard about this job, and he thought that it would be a nice opportunity to make something different, to still to continue escalating his position among humans and other breathers. So he came up to make the best he can do.
Sweet.
And once all of them approach, I'll just go ahead and knock on the door. Say,
Well, there's still
anybody
rounds to go, so.
Yeah, you'll see in the distance a tall, thin man walks casually forward, and his immaculate breastplate gleams in the sunlight. You can make out a mace hanging lazily at his side. And as he approaches, you can see his robes, which were once white, seem stained brown, and clutched to his chest is a tome with an emblazoned sun on the cover. And as he gets closer, you can make out his features, and there's something quite off about this man. His face is leathery, his lips are peeled back, his hair is in strands, his eyes are white and dead. And he approaches the group, and he says, "Salutations! How are you today? Have you praised Pelor lately? The great god of life. He brings light to us all. Is anybody interested in converting?"
Randuin crosses his arms and looks over at the zombie incredulously. And normally he would hide the fact that he's a warlock, but in the presence of an undead monster, he simply states, "Perhaps I should convert you over to Mephistopheles. The demon lord is always looking for interesting individuals."
"You blasphemer! How dare you insult the might of Pelor? Kneel and convert. Give praise, for it is without him you would not have this beautiful sun shining down its healing rays upon you."
And,
My
Randuin,
God, do I have to put up with these people already?
Is there anyone who's not wearing a visible weapon or armor?
I don't know. Is anyone not wearing a weapon?
Anyone who could wear...
Randuin has a belt of hand axes and then 2 warhammers on the side. So
That's visible.
he's ready.
That's visible. Okay. Is
very
anyone is there anyone who's not wearing a visible armor or weapon?
I don't have armor on.
But you have
I'm
a
just
weapon.
Yeah, I have a weapon.
Okay.
A couple of daggers,
So-
and I'm holding a loaded crossbow.
So Craven would say, "Good evening, soldiers. Consider yourself off duty by now. Let's knock the door."
Are you the one paying me?
I'm the commander.
Are you the one paying me?
Good evening. No.
Then
I'm
you're
the
not
commander.
my commander.
I will just step up and say, okay, let's just not be too hasty, everyone. Okay, so here's what I see happening. Y'all need to shut the hell up and get the hell along, okay? We're going to do a job here, and we're going to do it right, okay? No shit from either of you.
Finally, someone that makes a little bit of sense.
So you hear some, I don't know, movement in an upper room, and just before you go to knock on the door, and you hear the opening of a window further up. You know, it's just like a tower, so there's like I guess it's like more like a door. It's a glass door, so you can hear this. And then a robed man appears on the balcony high above you, about sort of 40 feet above you. And he will say, "Welcome! Welcome to my visit tower."
Yes,
Praise be to Pelor.
let's...
Good evening, civilian.
I take it you have something for me.
Yes, we got this package here, okay? And we just want
Hold
to
them
deliver it and...
aloft. Hold them aloft.
I hold it aloft, proudly.
I hold mine up.
Yes. I do the same.
Is anyone not holding it aloft?
I
Oh, we all are.
with
Sorry,
my Bible of Pelor, and I hold it aloft.
Okay, so it says, very good, very good. Now, behold, the power of the wizard. And he sort of gestures his hand, and each of the items sort of floats aloft only about sort of 2 inches from your hand, sort of floating by its own will, and then like golden coins start to fall from the sky, sort of like a cloud, like a rain cloud, and golden coins start to sort of spew out and fall to the ground, and then he says, "Now, for my next trick, enjoy the scenery!" And there's a crack of thunder, and as the coins are like falling down to the earth, you can feel your sight going hazy, and you can feel your body going numb, and you sort of struggle to know what's going on. The ground beneath you seems to shift, and suddenly it's not there anymore, and
I would like to reach and grab Millie up
all right, so
before I
you do
go into
that.
the state completely.
Yeah, you do that. She manages to cling onto you, and she too is fading from sight, and the whole world is just turning grey, and you blink just for a second, and suddenly you are underground, deep underground. You have no idea exactly where you are, but you can. It's very, very dark. Anyone that has dark vision can clearly see it's this tunnel of some sort, and it looks like there has been something down here very, very recently. There is markings of what looks to be footfalls, but not so they're natural. They're natural markings along the ground, along the floor. And yeah, you're basically in this tunnel of pure rock, and I guess you it sort of fades up just like it faded down for you, and you sort of see the golden coins continue to fall, and they pile up on the ground beneath you, in this massive big pile of golden coins, but you find yourself in this tunnel.
Are we at like a dead end, or does the tunnel go off in both directions?
Alright, so right now, so to your back, it's a dead end, like at your back, and forward it's just, at the moment, one passageway, but you don't know how far it goes, what's down there, you don't know if it has intersections, you don't know anything at this point.
Right.
All you can see is just one passageway.
Is Millie with me? Is she okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. All of your armor and weapons and belongings and your own self, everything is perfectly fine. You check yourself, make sure everyone looks exactly the same, nothing else weird has happened, but it just looks like you've changed location.
Are our packages gone now?
Yes, your packages are gone, but you are showered with gold. There is a big, huge pile of gold at your feet.
I'm gonna start grabbing gold and throwing it in one of my pouches.
And also there is a writ, like a curled piece of parchment, and it looks to have like a wrapping of string, and it's sealed with wax as well. That's lying on top of the pile of coins.
Alright,
I'm
Randy
going to go examine that.
Sorry.
I guess we both check it out. What does the writ say?
Okay, so you're going to break the seal and open it?
Certainly.
Okay, so yeah, you break the seal and you open it. There's like a singing sort of melody. It's like, okay, what the hell's going on here? And then as you read, you get an idea. So it's like, okay, each one of you will be praised hereby forevermore. to journey the first ever adventurers into the tunnels of the giant ants. You have the privilege, you have the honor, you have the prestige. You have been randomly chosen by a group of adventurers, and you felt, and you accepted the quest where no one else would, and you have arrived in the tunnels of the giant, and congratulations, and enjoy your prize.
They'll teach magic to anyone, won't they?
Did anyone know about this? Craven asks.
It is an opportunity to kill all the ants.
Do you think I'd be here with you if I knew anything about this?
I don't really care. I just need to get out of here and get a drink. Start taking off down the tunnel.
Yeah, Craven would light a torch because he's not going to see anything unless he's lit a torch.
Cool. Excellent. Yeah, so you light a torch and you can see 20 feet in good light and then another 20 feet in dim light. Yeah, and it's, as far as you can see, it's just this curving passageway that leads off, or tunnel rather, that leads off into the heavy stone.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so with 120 feet of Devil's Sight for Joseph, it is a curving passageway, so you can see as far as it is to the curve, and then obviously you can't see beyond it until you get closer.
Okay. So, Randuin looks to the robot thing and pats it on the back, and he says, Craven, robot, metal monster golem, can you lead the way?
Okay.
Okay. So, yep, so you're going to go ahead. So what order are we in? So we'll go Andrew's first.
I'm going first.
Randuin will go
Took off.
behind the golem monster thing.
Okay, so you'll be second.
I was going first. Can you not hear me?
Oh, right. Okay, so you're going to go with Andrew. You can walk abreast with him.
Can you not hear me? I was first.
I wanted to be a zombie.
Oh.
And it fucking happens. So.
All right. So yeah, where would you like to be?
I'll take up the rear.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So you're journeying by torchlight, and basically you can very clearly see that there has been some sort of creature here. If anyone wants to make a nature check on the tracks to identify what it might be from, that is fine. Or tracking, if anyone wants to do a survival check to see how many there were or anything like that, that is fine too.
Yep. Survival was +3, so that's a 19.
Okay, so you've been told by this writ that you are in tunnels of giant ants, so it is only your assumption that that is what you are here, and it looks like these creatures were, fairly. There's not a lot of them, but it looks like the breeding process is not far away. Looks like they've only been here for a short time. Looks like they've just been starting to extend their tunnels, and yeah, by what you can sort of tell anyway. You don't see any tiny tracks, so you think maybe either younglings haven't been hatched yet, or maybe they have only very recently been hatched and haven't trekked out from the hive yet. But you think that this is just the startings of a community of these giant ants.
Oh, there's quite a few of them.
In
I
which
really need a
direction?
drink right about now.
Quite a few. That's nice and descriptive for us, thanks.
Do they appear as though they could be converted?
Whether they're
They're false gods.
so you're wanting to
Yeah.
know whether they're intelligent?
Yeah, right, mate. That's what I suggest you go up right up to them and start preaching Palot for them. Yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly what I suggest you do.
So without seeing them, it's a little bit difficult to tell, but you think they're probably insectoid. They're probably not intelligent enough to converse.
Unless the things lie to us, they're ants.
Yeah, they have like a hive thing where everything is about expansion, breeding, establishing a hive, blah blah. It's not really. It's a type of communication, I guess, but it's not exactly language. But that is pretty much what you would assume. So you don't think preaching would bring you anywhere because you don't think that they are religious or have the capacity to be religious. But it's possible.
Maybe the queen's religious. Have a talk with her.
Indeed. Surely the queen can talk some sense into her subjects. I want to set out to find the queen and convert her to the religion of Pelor.
Alright. Cool. Alright, so are you now taking the lead, or are you just staying in your place, just trying to direct everyone to where that might be? Or?
I don't know, man. It depends if these blasphemers and charlatans want to come along, alright.
You have no idea at this point. Go ahead.
I will look at the dwarf who saw the marks and will say, in which direction are they?
I assume forward, mate. There's only one direction currently.
I just sigh.
Good old stereotypes. Loves them. Alright, so you travel down this tunnel for a couple of minutes and you don't see any creatures, but you see ahead of you, about 50 feet ahead, you see the roots of what seems to be some sort of massive tree that are like coming down and like blocking part of the passage off. It's not blocking, but you'd have to sort of worm your way through them. And they seem to be like covered in some form of goo, or like some sort of substance.
Oh, what is this, mateys? I'll point the goo. Oh.
I bet if we aggravated them and killed a few eggs or whatever these are, it would be a glorious battle in a mere moment.
Do you really want to stir up the whole hornet's nest? I know these are ants, but you know what I mean.
Or just burn it.
Offerings to Mephistopheles. Always welcome.
Alright, so what do we want to do? So you could work your way through these things, and probably cover yourselves in whatever this goo is, or do something different? What would you like to do?
Somebody have some fire. Sorry.
Yeah, I have a torch. That's why I was going to step forward and put the torch close to see if it ignites or.
Okay, so
something.
as you reach your torch forward towards this, whatever this goo is, it jumps from the root towards the torch, and a big glob of it does anyway, and jumps onto the torch and just consumes the flame immediately, and like streams down the torch and starts to cover your hand, and move up your arm. So what would you like to do?
I would like to drop the torch and hope to clean that mess from my arm.
Okay. So how are you doing that then?
With my other hand.
With your other hand? Okay, so as you start to try and force this goo off, it just starts spreading up the other arm as well. It just continues to spread up both arms, and you keep trying to
That's what I thought.
use both hands to like take it off, but it's just continuing to spread up your armor, and I mean, it's not your skin, it's up your armor, but you know, you just can't seem to get it off. It's just continuing to spread.
You want me to burn it off? I could do that.
Damn. Does it feel like it's hurting or?
No, it's on your armor. It's not on your hand. Well, I mean, it was on your hand. When it touched your hand, it felt like clammy and icky and gross, but it didn't hurt. But now it's on your armor, so you can't feel what it feels like on your armor. But it's constantly just spreading over your armor.
I don't know what that is, but you probably want to take your armor off.
That wouldn't be a good idea just yet. As soon as I feel something weird, I would take it off, but if you have to battle giant ants, it wouldn't be a good idea to be off my armor.
You're right.
Does anyone else want to try and get this view off this guy?
I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna try and make a survival check to see if I might figure out a way to do this. Since my character might actually know something to counteract whatever this is.
Okay.
Whereas I wouldn't.
Some fucking sacred flame on it.
Okay. That's radiant damage, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 22 on my check.
22
go ahead and
survival
do it.
check.
Let's do this first.
Okay.
All
So
right.
it's a dex saving throw, I believe, or something.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Okay, so you're doing it against.
My DC is, I think, 15.
Okay, so because it is covering Andrew's character as well, Craven, you'll need to also make the save.
Is he casting on me?
Well, yeah, he's casting it on your armor. I mean, you're basically considered the same thing because it's starting to cover all of your armor. He can't unfortunately focus it quite enough to give you it free. So just roll a pretty simple. What did you say? 15.
Yeah, pretty good.
I got a 15 on the die. It's
nice.
Wisdom, dexterity.
Dexterity.
Okay,
The-
barely. It's plus 0, 15. That's it.
All right, well,
So he will save, but the creature will not.
okay, so the creature, as Decane steps forward and thrusts his hands out and tells the ooze to repent, convert to the ways of Pelor, or die a fiery, radiant death, and blast it for goddamn 7 radiant damage. Or no, 7.
7? Okay, so the creature, like this goo, it changes color.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts to glow with the same radiant glow that you've seen the spell do many times before, and then it just like part of it stays there, but part of it just like explodes off the armor and hurtles itself towards all of the other party members. Just goes outwards, and so all the other party members will need to make a dex save.
In the meantime, Garen will say, "Thank you very much, soldier," and will nod at the zombie.
Okay. Are you wearing any armor, Joseph?
I am wearing half plate.
Okay, so yeah, it will attach itself immediately to your half plate and start spreading over it. What did everyone else get?
Yeah, 10.
10. Are you wearing any armor?
Full plate, man.
Yeah, so it immediately attaches itself to the plate and starts to spread over the armor.
I got an 18.
18. You will manage to jump out of the way.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. Are you wearing any armor?
I am not.
You are not. Okay, so it attaches to you, and it'll start to spread, and it'll spread all over your body really quickly, and then it will find. Have you got any metal plates or anything metal on you at all?
My daggers.
Your daggers, are they on your belt?
Yes.
All right, so it'll sort of spread over your body, and like it doesn't, I guess, start spreading too much. It'll just move over your body, and then when it gets to the daggers, it'll just coat your daggers in the goo, and then it'll just stay there, since there's no other metal.
Okay.
Okay.
So for everyone else, any metal that you've got, it'll just continue to spread over any metal that you're wearing or that you have on you.
So I got the 22 on the survival check to figure out how to get this off of apparently everybody now.
Okay, you think you need to douse everyone with oil?
Anyone got any oil?
Oh, me neither.
Nobody has any oil?
Nope.
That's super
Like
dark vision.
a grease spell would work, or if anyone's got a lantern, you could empty the lantern of its oil, anything like that.
Is it?
So can I take disadvantage on something and say I have some oil on like the next roll or something?
You know what? It's not hurting me. I don't even care. I got some conversion to do.
Okay. Yeah. Look. Yeah. How about you go ahead and roll a d4 for me, Brack?
Okay. Because I didn't get anything. I got a 4.
4. Okay. So you have enough oil to coach some people. Just give me a sec here. So if you can just check your Facebook for 2 seconds. Yeah, so you can coach some people with that.
Okay.
Brack.
Okay.
Yeah, just check Facebook for me for a sec.
Okay, so I'll throw some on who all failed?
Randuin.
I'll throw some on Randall and
Caleb
I guess-
did also, but it's all over his daggers. It's not actually on him.
I'll use a little bit on his daggers, and then I'll give the last little bit to Decane and see if he wants to use it. But I'm not gonna get too close to this shit because I don't know what it is.
Okay, so yeah, so that'll happen, and I'll sort of coat and it'll sort of soak into the substance, and sort of the substance will change color again to this black inky kind of color, and then will just sort of fall onto the ground completely like innate. But it looks like because there wasn't quite enough oil, it looks like Craven still has some of this stuff over his armor, but everyone else seems to be okay, and it's not hurting you at all.
You can have my oil.
You want to give him your oil?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. So yeah, you can go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna say it took a round to do that. So pretty much what will happen is you will pretty much see or understand straight away that your armor is not quite as effective as it was. So anyone that had for Craven, you were the first to come in contact with it. So I'm going to give you 2 degrees. So you're going to get a -2 to your armor class, and everyone else that had it on them for such a small amount of time will get a -1 to their armor class.
What should I do for my daggers? -1 on damage?
Yes, yeah. And for Bruce, if it's staying on you, the longer it stays on you, it will just start to eat away. It's just rusting it away, little bit by little bit.
I can just like use prestidigitation and clean my armor.
All right. So okay, I'll roll for that. I just want to see. I just want to give it a random chance. I didn't think of prestidigitation. Yeah, sure, that'll work.
Yeah, I have prestidigitation as well on my character list.
Yeah, so I didn't actually think of it. So, but yeah, sure, okay. So
I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. I'm like actually the worst.
So I'll give you 2. I'll give
How
you
do
2.
you- Never mind. I don't even wanna remember that.
I'm so dumb. I have Chill Touch, Friends, and Prestidigitation as my cantrips. So yeah.
Let me ask you something. I have a shield. Would it be possible that it ruined my shield?
Well, was it a metal shield?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's any other kind of shield. But
Yeah, so your metal shield will take -1 instead of being a +2.
okay.
Yeah.
Was that one of the egg things we fought, or was it just a trap or something?
It's this, whatever this goo is. You haven't seen any more of it. With the survival check that Brack made, he would know that this is bile that is deposited on roots and stuff. It doesn't affect the creatures themselves, but any sort of anything that was armor plated or whatever, it's designed to be attracted to metal and corrode it. Yeah, so
All
it's
right,
kind of
folks.
feel like a trap.
Okay, folks. So this is what we got to do. Magi types, do you have any fire? Burn it all down. Let us get through this. And I'm gonna move to the back around folks.
So you can
Right.
use the prestidigitation if you like, rather than burning it. When you burnt it, it sort of came alive. That's what caused it in the first place to start spreading. You think, he shone the torch close, and then it just sort of jumped on him. So you think maybe so what happens with the prestidigitation on the armor? When you use that, Bruce, instead of turning the black color and sort of whatever, it sort of starts. It's kind of like glitter. It sort of turns glittery and sort of, and then it's sort of like fairy dust. It sort of turns into like this dust-like substance and then just floats off. after a couple of seconds. All right. So yeah, and with prestidigitation, you're able to clear off the all of the rest of the bile from these roots, and you're able to get through without any hassle.
All right.
Very nice. Very nice.
Ask and Pelor shall provide. What say
Absolutely.
ye? Anybody wish to convert? Look at the majestic
You
wonders.
remind me of someone. I'm not sure who. Someone I've met in another life, maybe. Or maybe someone I've been in another life.
Here's an even better idea, guys. If you all just fake convert, maybe he'll stop asking. I will convert to Pelor. He is a greater deity than Mephistopheles, clearly.
Nice.
Converted me, sir.
Would you be the
All right.
first?
In fact, I can even use your divine magic of prestidigitation. And then he moves his hand and he cleans off his axe. And then he stops using the magic and puts it back on his belt. Mock me, of
Behold!
course.
Already his gifts upon this one, so true is his faith. Look at these wonders, gentlemen.
Right.
Truly wondrous. Truly. Truly.
So I
Okay.
go ahead now that we've got the path clear, and I'm coming into the. I don't know what I'm coming into. What am I
All
coming
right.
into?
So there's all these passageways or all these tunnels that lead off, and you can pretty clearly see that most of these tunnels end pretty quickly. It looks like, as I explained before, that these tunnels are just starting to appear, like they've just started to expand. Basically, it looks like, and that most of the traffic is coming from one of the particular tunnels.
Now I'll start
I'm going
heading
to
that way.
I'm going to light another torch because I'm still blind. No torch.
No problem. All right, so you head down there for a couple of minutes, and you start to hear like this sort of a sound of what would be something moving along the ground. It's not very loud. It's just you can clearly hear this just legs on the ground, sort of further around the corridor. You can't see anything just yet, but you can hear something. It looks like maybe there's a chamber or something coming up here, and you can see exits on either side of the corridor, and there's movement from both sides.
Right or left, folks?
There you
Always go
go.
right.
You stay right until you exit.
Look at the machine. What did you say?
Where is the? Are there any kind of markings on the floor that indicate any direction?
Both
Markings?
directions. That's why I asked.
So there's just footprints, or not footprints. But there's just like, it looks like it's been heavily moved through. Both ways look heavily moved through, and straight ahead looks heavily moved through too. So you've got a left and a right entrance and straight ahead, and they all look equally traveled.
I would like to make a perception check to try to listen if there's any noise coming from any one of, or if it's any louder from any of both directions.
Any odor? Okay, sure, go ahead.
That would be 17 plus wisdom, 18.
18? Yeah, sure. You can sense an odor. It smells like labor.
Sorry, I was trying to listen. I'm not able to breathe, so I don't have a sense of an odor.
Well, yeah, you can clearly hear that there is movement.
From which direction?
Both the left and the right.
Okay. So I say we may go left.
So we've got one vote for left. We've got one vote for right, or is it two?
I believe it's 2.
I make 3 for the right. What say you, Abomination?
Do you even know your left
Yeah.
from your right?
To mention of Abomination, the cane is clearly taken aback. Abomination! Who are you to judge me? Huh? Dwarf? Half-man? Judge not lest be judged. Only Pelor himself.
So at this point, I just take off to the right.
I immediately follow after the guy as he goes to the right.
I will as well.
Alright,
I'm
so
speaking to you.
you guys are going off to the right. Okay, so you enter into this,
What direction did they go?
the right.
I go left.
Alright, I'll come back to you, Bruce. So,
That's funny.
so what
I knew you
the
would do
people
that,
went,
Bruce. You always do that.
what the people that went to the right see is they see ants, very, very large ants, as in large size compared to us. They are excavating a tunnel, and that looks like there is, some sort of commander as well. So the commander is just like they're whipping the other two with his long sort of
Antennae?
antennae. The other two are just excavating this tunnel.
Are
Not
they
whipping like
bipedal or quadrupeds?
they're quadrupeds, yeah.
Okay.
I pull my hand up and gently start to pet Billy and say, "Yes, very soon, very soon. Well, it looks like we're about to deal with something." And I'll reach down and grab my hand crossbow and get it ready.
Okay. So for Bruce, all right, you see some egg sacs, Bruce. There's one guard left here to guard these. It looks to be that that these are the most recent additions to the hive, and they haven't quite, sent enough guards just yet. So there's one ant soldier who is on alert, who will see you enter and immediately take a fighting pose to protect the eggs that are behind him. And he will sort of send out a signal, like a hive mind signal to the others that are in the other room that are about to be in the encounter with the other guys. Okay. So we'll all roll initiative.
Okay. Trying to think here.
I'll act tomorrow, maybe.
Tomorrow? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I got a
That
14.
would be
Not bad, huh?
I got 19.
Okay. Alright. So. Okay. So 14 for Joseph. 17 for Jeremy. 6 for Brack. What did Bruce get again?
I
Hold
got
on.
19. Oh,
That's
sorry.
7 plus something else. I'm forgetting that. My dex, I think. Which is, oh yeah, that's right, non-existent. So 7.
7. Alright, so, okay. So I will have, so there's Bruce's one over here, there's those two there, okay. And they will all roll, so all of the soldiers will act on the same initiative, even one that's with Bruce, so they will get 10 plus nothing, so they will get, so soldier ants have 10, and the commander will be, oh, he will actually be less than them, he'll actually be on a 9.
Does the commander look any different? Is it like a bigger ant or?
Yeah, it is bigger. Just ever so slightly. You know, the bony sort of carapace on its brow is more pronounced. Its eyes are bigger. You know, it looks more muscled. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So in that case, we have Craven is first.
How how close together are they all?
So they're all very close together. So because the commander's been every so often just coming up and whipping them with his antennae. So he's slightly apart from the others, probably 10 feet apart, and the other two are side by side excavating into the cave. But because they received the signal from the other room, they have turned around, so they do see you.
Okay, I would say let's get the bigger one first, and we'll approach the commander,
Okay.
and I will make an attack.
Mm-hmm.
That would be to oh no, that's 10 to hit.
10. No.
Yeah.
You
Bam.
what's your weapon? What are you using?
A longsword.
A longsword? Yeah, okay. So you slash down your longsword, and the commander is well ready and just parries it off, like effortlessly with his claw. Then, is there anything else you would like to do, Andrew Craven?
For now, that's it. I
Okay.
will try to get in a position to invite someone else to attack the commander.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So, Caliph is next. That would be Jeremy.
Oh, sorry, I missed the. Reading something. Okay, I am going to cast Cloud of Daggers, focusing on where the commander is.
Okay. So it is. You roll your damage for that.
Eight.
8. So yep. Not a problem. Okay. Yep. Beautiful. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Just staying at range.
Yeah, I'm going to back up some and stay at try and stay out of their
So
range.
what does it look like when you cast Cloud of Daggers?
There are. It starts with one dagger, kind of looks like it's spinning out from me towards the point of origin, and as it reaches there, it just multiplies into a cube of spinning daggers.
Okay.
5 by 5 by 5.
No worries. Randuin, it is your turn.
Okay. So our robot friend ran into melee with the commander, right?
That is correct, yes. And now, in the commander's square, there is this rotating daggers that are sort of around his body. Yeah.
Randuin will raise a hand and point his finger at the commander, and upon doing so, a dark magic aura surrounds the commander as he hexes it, and lowers the strength attribute of the commander. Whenever he has to do a strength ability check,
Nice.
he is at disadvantage. And then after doing that as his bonus action, with his regular action, he grabs his weapon, his packed weapon, a hand axe given to him by his fiendish lord, and he just hurls it across the beer. He gets into range and hurls it across the room right at the head of the ants.
The commander?
Yes, the commander ant. And I rolled a 15.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay. And that hits the ant for 9 damage.
Okay. Very nice. Alright, you can see it's turning its gaze upon you. I'll need you to make a... as you're throwing your dagger at it, you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Please.
Constitution saving throw. Okay. And I got a 12.
A 12? You are beginning to turn to stone. You can feel your body getting hard and yeah, you are at this moment restrained. So you can sort of feel your body getting a little bit, static and hard, and you're wondering what the hell's going on. It's clearly not normal. So it is the soldiers go next. Both of the soldiers. So they're closest to Craven. So yeah, they will turn their wrath upon him. So let me have a look here. So we've got. Ooh, actually, no. They're gonna do that instead. So they're actually both gonna use what's called acid spray. So they're both gonna like spit acid, and it's a 30 feet long, 5 feet wide line of acid that spews out towards the party. And I'm going to say that who are we gonna catch in this? Probably a few of you. So you, how am I gonna do this? Who moved? It was just the fighter that moved, I think.
And then I moved back.
Towards like the entrance of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Alright, so you'll still get hit. I think the only person that won't get hit at this stage will be the fighter because he's in melee with the boss. So it's a dex saving throw for those that are other than the.
I have disadvantage. That's what we agreed upon, right?
Yeah.
Do I take it at disadvantage because I'm restrained, I suppose?
That I don't know. I'll find out quickly.
Restrained, you normally
Roll
get
for your first
disadvantage.
roll. Anyway.
You
So
can't make dex saving throws, I don't think, when you're restrained, but I'm not 100%.
restrained. Becomes 0. Can't benefit from speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Creature's attacks have disadvantage, and the creature has disadvantage on dex saving throws.
Yeah. So I gotta roll 2 and take the low one.
That is correct.
If I fail this, Dave, super hard.
So
Oh!
we are-
Look at that. Look at that.
Nice.
Even though it wasn't solid, I nimbly turn away at the last second and dodge it.
Do I need to make another one for my pet?
Yeah, she's technically in the.
Are we all affected?
Except for the
roll?
fighter. Except for the fighter. So everyone gets hit, but you'll take half damage if you saved. So what is it? 12, 15. So you take 7. That's acid.
And what's the what was
The
the
DC?
DC on it?
13 dex.
Okay.
So me and my pet fell. My pet's almost dead.
Ah, shit. My dice stream is like playing up. I think that in order to get my dice stream back up, I'm just gonna drop for 2 seconds to refresh the browser. So won't be a second because I can't actually roll right now. 1 moment.
Okay.
Oh, I can't because it'll end the broadcast. Crap.
No,
All
it
right.
won't. No, it won't.
It won't? Okay.
Stop for a second and come back.